Hello everyone, today is Thursday, March 21st. It's 12 minutes after 4 p.m., about 12 minutes after the session close. You can see my computer clock on my right, and on my left is the time in sales, the Emini S&P trading at 28.62 and a quarter. It was a fantastic day for the Autotrader today. Almost every chart that I follow was positive today. Really incredible to see all the charts that I follow finish positive, many hitting their goals. First up is the DAX on a 150 Heikin-Ashi tick chart. This had no drawdown, two winning trades. This first one, cut short, very short by tight money management. But you can see the magnitude of the moves here. This hit its goal at 2,500 on two trades that, distance-wise don't look like much. But there was much more to go, so there was good volatility in the markets today. Okay, the DAX on a 377 Heikin-Ashi chart hit its goal of 1,500 on a single trade. Okay, the NASDAQ on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi tick chart hit its goal in a single trade, or came close to its goal. The goal is 1250, so it hit its goal and had no slippage. And you can kind of see the indicator signals here, pretty accurate. Speaking of indicator signals, here's the NASDAQ on a 5-minute chart, and the reason we didn't take the trade here, and we would have got filled, is that the start time is 9:30, and you can see down here the session begin time is 9:30, and here we had our red bars to blue right at 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. So unfortunately, the look back wasn't enough to grab this trade. Otherwise, this would have been quite good. Okay, the DAX on a Super Inco 6-tick chart with the Step MA filter did a pretty good job of filtering out trades in the other direction, as you can see here. And this had two winning trades and no drawdown. The goal on this is 1,500, so this definitely hit its goal and had a tick of slippage per contract. The DAX on a 987 tick chart was shy of its goal. This goal has a goal of 1,550. This did 1262.50. The Emini S&P on a Super Inco 6-tick chart has been really consistent, and this is no exception. This did $800. The goal is $1,200. We just had a single trade here. It's a limit order with a 2-tick pullback. Okay, the Emini S&P with a Super Inco 4-tick with the 6-tick higher time frame, one of our most consistent setups, did 825 today, and the goal on this is 850. So this hit its goal and had 1 tick of slippage per contract. Remember, we always enter a market order when we hit our goal. Okay, the Emini S&P on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi tick chart had a little bit of a drawdown early on in the morning and drew down about 200 per contract, and then came back with these 3 winners here. There was a couple of small losers interspersed, but it finally came up and did 1,000 for the day. The goal is 1,000, so it hit its goal with no slippage. Okay, another Emini S&P chart, a Super Inco 4-tick with a Super Inco 4-tick is the higher time frame with a higher sensitivity. So the higher time frame sensitivity is 2, and the base time frame is 0.618, same as the Super Inco 6. This has a goal of 850, and so this hit its goal and had a tick of slippage per contract. Okay, another Super Inco 4-tick, and this one has a higher time frame of Super Inco 8 and a goal of 750. So this hit its goal and had 1 tick positive slippage. Kind of similar to trades here. Okay, very impressed with the bonds on the 150-tick Heikin-Ashi chart with our open range filter on a line break chart. Our open range is forcing this to not go in the direction of the opposing trend. So this is only trading short below the open here. And you can see that it avoided several trades that would have potentially been whipsaws. I also have the precision trend filter to not exit just because bars turn blue. And so this did 437.50 in the bonds on a couple of contracts. This is a pretty tight time frame, but this could work well potentially for smaller accounts. Okay, the ES on a Superenco 5 tick with a higher time frame filter of Superenco 6 has a goal of 800, and this did 375 on 2 trades. This was a very small loser, just about a tick or so. Okay, the ES on a Superenco 5 tick did not have that small loser. This is slightly different settings. Actually, this is using our opening range filter. That's why we didn't have any of these short trades here, but this probably didn't get filled on a limit order on these other trades here. Probably missed this bigger move because of the trading start time, which on this one is also 9:30. The session open for the Emini S&P 9:30 Eastern Time. This has a goal of 900 and did a respectable 575 on a single trade. Okay, the bonds on a 34 tick line break, once again with our open range filter, avoided these long trades, although some of these might have worked out with a tight stop. This did 500 for the day. Okay, the Superenco 4 tick with a higher time frame of 60 minutes has a goal of 1,050 and only did 487. Kind of a mixed bag of trades here. Okay, here's all the trades in its entirety. This drew down about 250 per contract, but recovered from that. Moderately active today, had an equity high of about 600 and closed out at 47.50. One of our more consistent charts in the crude, the Superenco 8 tick, with our line break logic, had a single trade and did 560 for the day with no drawdown. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on a 150 Heikin Ashi tick chart. This was moderately active today and made a first equity high of $1,100 and then drew back down to 400. The goal on this was 1,500, so it was just shy of its goal and gave it all back. This is a pretty tight time frame, maybe a little too much action for this chart. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.